Good morning, dear learner, and welcome to you all to the next lecture of my course on financial literacy. I, Dr. Vandana Sonkar, Faculty of Commerce, Banaras Hindu University, welcome you all to this lecture. This is week 3, Banking Terminology and module number 3 and lecture number 14, the formalities to open various types of bank account. In the previous lecture, we had discussed the different types of bank account that you can open, and we had also had an idea on the various features, advantages and limitations that are associated with all these different types of account. Now, one must have a question in their mind that how they will be capable of opening a bank account with the bank. So, what are the various formalities that they need to fulfill for the purpose of opening a bank account? That will be the main topic of discussion under this lecture. So, in this lecture, we will be going to discuss what are the various types of documentation that are required for the purpose of opening a bank account. So, we will be going to discuss about the details regarding PAN card, the eligibility criteria of an individual to open a bank account, the KYC norm that are provided by the bank and its procedure of completion, the address proof, consequences of not providing the sufficient address proof with the bank, nomination, and what are the various types of nomination that we can report to the organization, and various other miscellaneous formalities that are needed by the consumer to be fulfilled for the purpose of opening a bank account with the bank. Now, let us understand what are the various formalities and who have formalized all these formalities for the individuals for opening a bank account. So, as the regulator of the various commercial bank in our country, the RBI and the Ministry of Finance along with the Government of India have laid down various types of regulations, and they have laid down various procedurals and other formalities for an individual to fulfill for opening a bank account with the bank. To open a bank account, every investor must adhere to all these criteria, that is, they need to provide the various types of documentation such as the proof of identity, the proof of their residential address, a PAN card as well as a passport size photograph along with the completed form that are provided by the banking company to the consumer. Every type of individual, whether they are in the age group of 20 to 60 or more than the 60 age of the years, the Hindu undivided family, even minors who are above the age of 10 years can open a bank account, a self-operated bank, minor bank account with the bank. So, let us understand what are the various formalities that we need to fulfill for the purpose of opening a bank account. So, first of all, you must have a PAN card with you for the purpose of opening a bank account in the bank. The PAN card is basically a 10-digit numeric card that is issued in physical form by the income tax department to the individuals for the various tax purposes. It is issued for both the individual as well as to the entities of the country. The meaning of the PAN card is permanent account number, and it is used to access all the information related with the cardholders, tax and other financial transactions by the income tax authority of the India. The PAN card can be applied by all the citizens as well as the NRIs of the India. So, if you want to open an NRI bank account, then also you need to have a PAN card with you. The fourth digit of a PAN card helps you to determine whether the PAN card holder is an individual or it is a entity. So, the PAN card is basically a basic documentation that needs to be fulfilled by the individuals or the entities for the purpose of opening the bank account. So, it is an essential document for opening account. However, there are certain limits of the deposit, such as if you are depositing more than 50,000 rupees in your bank account, then only you will be asked to submit your PAN card into the banks. In otherwise case, if you are not having much amount in your bank account, then the bank may also not ask you to provide a PAN card. Now let us understand the various types of PAN card that are available. So different type of PAN cards may be divided into two categories. One is known as the individual PAN card and the second one is known as the business PAN card. A business PAN card, as the name suggests, is issued to the business entities such as sole proprietorship firm, Hindu undivided family, companies or partnership firm for the purpose of filing their various types of tax record with the Income Tax Authority of India. Now understand how you can have a PAN card with you. So who can apply? Every Indian citizen such as individual, partnership firm, sole proprietorship or companies and NRI can apply for the PAN card. Apart from this, everyone who have to pay any kind of tax in India, they are eligible to apply for the PAN card and they can have a PAN card with them. The various types of documentation that are required for the purpose of having a PAN card in India are: you need to fill an application form. For applying the PAN card, one have to fill application form which is form 49A for the Indian citizens, and it includes the minor, NRI and citizens who are located outside the India, as well as the association of persons who do not have any PAN card. They must also fill out this particular form 49A to get a PAN card number. After that, there is one more form which is known as the form 49AA. This form 49AA, from all the foreign citizens who require to have a PAN card in India, they need to fulfill this particular form for the purpose of getting a PAN card from the income tax authorities of the India. The next requirement for opening the bank account is the fulfilling the KYC norms. So let us first understand what do we mean by the term KYC. Basically, KYC stands for Know Your Customer norms. So every bank, for the purpose of opening your bank account with them, makes it mandatory that every bank must know their customer, and these rules are established by the Reserve Bank of India. These are basically designed to protect against the fraud and safeguard the interest of the customers who are opening their bank account with the banks. All the banks have made it mandatory that they must ensure that the customers are fulfilling all the KYC norms before opening a bank account with them. The process basically involves the submission of basic documents from their customer, such as their Aadhaar card, their address proof, photograph, signature. These different types of documentations are required to be submitted to the bank for the purpose of fulfilling the various requirements related with the KYC norm. Then for the purpose of ensuring your identity, or you can say for the purpose of making it sure that the identity of the customer and the various documents that you are submitting is same, these different documents can be used by the banking companies, such as voter ID card, driving license, utility bills can be used, Aadhaar card can be used, passport can be used, bank account statement. If you have any other bank account, they can use that bank statement also. PAN card can be used, or any kind of rent agreement if you have made with any other property holder for the purpose of taking their property at rent, then that rent agreement can also be used. So these are the different types of documents that can be helpful for you to fulfill your KYC norms. The various types of KYC in case of the consumers may be the in-person verification as well as video-based customer identification, in which verifying the customer's identity and address proof through video conferencing can also be used by the bank. So the KYC process basically involves the following steps for the purpose of fulfilling the KYC norm. The first one is the customer identification, that is done with the help of all the documents that we have discussed previously. They need to be submitted to the bank for the purpose of confirming the identity of the consumer. Then verification is done. The bank verifies all the documents, their information information provided by the customers are verified with the help of the authentic sources, and then only a confirmation of the identity is made by the bank. The risk assessment is done. Risk assessment means the bank assesses the risk that is associated with the customer based on the basis of their financial and other transaction history. So your financial soundness and stability is also checked with the banking companies and the documents submitted by you. Then the account opening is done. At last, when they found you to be eligible, when they have fulfilled all the KYC norm, the bank opens a new bank account in the name of their customer. Now, next requirement for opening the bank account is to provide your address proof. So, in addition to the PAN card and KYC norm, you will also have to provide an address proof document related with the residential address of the individual customer must be provided to the bank for the purpose of opening the bank account. This helps the bank to prevent the frauds and other manipulated related activities, and it reduces the risk of cheating and manipulating or any other kind of fraudulent activity with the consumer. So, address proof is also a key component of fulfilling the KYC norm, as well as it is mandatory for every bank to collect the information related with their customers' residential address. So, address proof can be given by customer with the help of providing their utility bills, such as payment of electricity bills or water taxes or house taxes. On these different documents, your address must be written, or Aadhaar card or any other kind of identity proof can be used as the address proof by the consumer. Now, in case if you are not capable of providing sufficient address proof, then what may happen? If any of the consumer of the bank is not capable of providing sufficient address proof to the bank may also reject the account opening application. They can say that if you do not have a proper address proof with you, we can reject your application. They can freeze the bank account. That means they will not be capable of accessing the amount that is deposited in their bank account. So, freezing of the account may be possible, as well as the bank can also report to the regulatory authorities that the particular customer is failing to provide a proper address proof, and their financial intelligence unit will further investigate the matter that whether the consumer is having a proper identity in the country or not. So, these may be the various consequences of not providing the proper and valid address proof to the bank. Now, the next necessity that we need to fulfill for the purpose of opening a bank account with the bank is the procedure of nomination. Nomination is basically an activity of nominating any other family member, relative or financially dependent of your family as a nominee of your account. That means at the time of opening the bank account, the bank may ask you to nominate a person who will receive the account balance in or any other benefits related with the bank account in the event of account holder's demise. This may help to resolve the issues related with the determination of who will receive the money when the account holder passes away. So, basically the account holder needs to provide the information of their nominee at the time of opening account for the purpose of giving the bank an option to have legal heir of the customer in case if the customer is not capable of taking the access of their account, then who will be given this right of accessing the account, or the amount deposited into the account will be given to the nominee. So, who can be nominee? The nominee of any of the individual can be the various family members, the relatives, as well as friends of the company. So, in case of you are having any LIC or PPF account with the bank, if you are opening a saving or fixed deposit with the bank, if you are having any investment investment through the bank in shares, mutual fund or house property, in all such cases you need to nominate your beneficiary, that is your family members, your friends or any other relative who can be given the right on your property or the access of right of your bank account in case of the nomination procedure. Now there may be different type of the nomination. The one is known as the single nomination and the second one is known as the joint nomination. In case of the account holder is only providing one person name as the nominee of their account, such kind of nomination is known as the single nomination. So only one individual is given the right to inherit the account balance. In such cases the account nomination is the single nomination, whereas in case of joint nomination the account holder can select more than one nominee as the person for inheriting the property or wealth that they are having with their bank account. So with the joint nomination the account holder can select more than one individual as a nominee for their account. So these are the various formalities related with the nomination procedure. Now let us understand what are the various miscellaneous formalities that one need to fulfill for the purpose of opening the bank account. So in addition to the major formalities as we have discussed, such as you must have a PAN card, you must have some address proof, you must have some KYC norms that needs to be fulfilled, as well as you need to nominate any individual or any group of person as your nominee. Some additional and miscellaneous formalities are also needed to be fulfilled by the customer, and that may require to be completed by the consumer in a limited time span for the purpose of completing their formalities. The number one is the initial deposit. That means to open a bank account, every customer must be capable of depositing a minimum term deposit or a minimum initial deposit with the bank, which is required for the account operation of the account holder. So a minimum balance is required to be maintained by the bank account holder for the purpose of opening a bank account, and that may vary from one bank to other bank, that what is the initial deposit that needs to be taken from the consumer. The next one is the account agreement. Account agreement is basically a documentation which is done by the bank, in which they prepare an agreement on the basis of which the various terms and conditions, the basis of which the bank will provide multiple services to the consumer will be mentioned. So all the conditions that are associated with the opening of the bank account must be mentioned on the agreement, so that the customer may be aware that what are their responsibilities, what are their accountability of becoming an account holders, and what are their rights of having a bank account into the bank. So these are the miscellaneous formalities that needs to be fulfilled for the purpose of opening a bank account. So with this we come to an end to the discussion of formalities that needs to be done by an individual for opening a bank account. It is very easy for every individual to open a bank account. Even a minor who is of the age of 10 years, they can also open a self-operated minor bank account with the banks for the purpose of accessing the variety of services and products that are offered by the consumer. So you need to only have PAN card, you need to have address proof, you need to fulfill the KYC norm, you need to nominate a person so that in your absence they can inherit your account balance, as well as some miscellaneous formalities that we have discussed needs to be fulfilled by you for the purpose of having a bank account. So with this you can very easily open your bank account, and you can keep your money safe with the bank and enjoy all the benefits and all the services that are given by the bank. So with this we come to an end to this lecture. I hope this lecture will be helpful for you for the purpose of accessing the various services of the bank. Thank you.